Tammy, Louise, TLC Designs. I have had a really good week. We are going to have a fantastic month here at TLC Designs. And what I was going to say was there is a big event. I'm sorry, a little flabbergasted. We have the dog out here barking and everything, but there's 3 big events actually coming up in March. The first one is the 14th, which is Sunday. And I'm going to put some ads out there. If you're joining us from TLC Designs store page, or I'm going to get my glasses on. I think that might be another one of the small issues. There we go. Or the TLC Designs Creative Sharing group in Facebook or YouTube. We are streaming in all 3 places. If you're more familiar with one or the other, feel free to join us wherever. I think the Creative Sharings group, yes, it's private, so you have to ask for permission to get in there. But from that point on, you'll be able to see all of the design team inspiration. I'm a little out of breath, sorry. What else did I want to share with you? Oh, so the 14th is the first event. It's with Erin Reed at Erin Reed Makes. If you're not familiar with her, she's a wonderful card designer, crafter, artist, but she also streams live. She has some new channels or new actual weekly card making events and things like that have come in. Do we have joiners? I don't see any messages. Did you put this on Facebook or in?
Yes, both Facebooks and YouTube.
Oh, so I see everything?
Yes.
And it says where they're coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me see if I can refresh this page here and then go into the post as well so that I can get updated. Feel free to join us wherever. I think it's delayed. Go ahead and turn the sound off. Thank you. Perfect. So on the 17th of March, again, on the 14th, we're going to have a big Creativation sort of booth tour with the new products that are coming in the release. We have 4 brand new stamp sets. We have some new design paper. We have a few proposed stencils. Hopefully we'll have them in, and I can review those with you and with Erin on the 14th, and I'll put times and dates out there for everyone to see. On the 17th, she is having her normal weekly card making project, and she's going to be using TLC Designs product in that card as well. And on the 20th is an opportunity to meet and greet me with Erin. I'll talk about the products that we offer, why I've went into business, how long I've done it. It's a little bit of a chit chat about TLC Designs specifically. And then we're going to get into card crafting together, the 2 of us, and we're going to use the same product. There's a giveaway stamp, adorable little fairy. The illustrator was Maria Medell, and it's an entire little sentiment stamp set. It's only going to be free from the 14th to the 21st, and then it will be for sale in the store. So we have that, and then we have giveaways. There's going to be gift certificates to the store, and maybe even a drawing. We're still kind of working out some of the details, but it's going to be a fantastic week-long event on the 14th, 17th, and 20th. And her and I are going to create with the same stamp, and we'll use the same dye product, and you can visually see how someone interprets that product into their own design technique. So, you know, she might be more of a distress ink kind of designer. I'm a bright and brilliant red, pink, orange pigment sort of designer. So we're going to come up with 2 very different looking projects at the same time, and you could play along with us. It's a digital product. So if you went into the store, got it, and then wanted to create with us, you could join me on the 20th and I'll create with you. So that's pretty much what I wanted to announce. And then we're going to get to the project for today. Jim's going to switch the camera. let's talk about the project this week. Put my glasses on to see the project. So this is the card that I designed, and it's created with, I don't know what that was. Good evening from Oklahoma. I can't see. This entire thing is black now. Okay, I apologize. My monitor went black, but I'm going to look at this one here. James, I see moons and a star. So, let me see. Melanie. Lisa Rillenbeck, here it is. It will be having you join us tonight. Oh, very nice. Thank you, Melanie. Hi. Let me just go in here and make sure I'm talking to everyone. There's Vicki Gallagher. Yay, girl. How are you? Dawn Walsh. Oh, she likes the countdown, James.
The countdown?
Yes.
From
Dawn Walsh likes the countdown. Your studio is coming in nicely. It is. We've put a lot of work into it. And actually, I've got my boxes labeled this week, which is a task that I wasn't looking forward to, but it did get done. I refreshed it and it is better. Good evening from Oklahoma. That is Sheila Fisher. Hi, Sheila. And Amy. Yes, I'm glad you found me too. Hi, Kathy. Well, we have a lot of people joining in. Melanie thinks it's adorable. Fantastic. Hi, Kathy Myers. Okay, so this is actually created with the gel plate, and it's got a ton. Let me see if I can't figure out how to put this close enough. It's too close. I'll just stay focused. But you can kind of see all that texture. We used oxides. I used Distress Oxide today. And we have little sprinkles. And I even used some of my old Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist on it today. And I'll show you how I did that. And we used the Land and Seas. I have a wave dye in there. And I put it with some silver behind it to kind of give it that little bit of a, there it is, a little bit of a shine and a sheen. So we're going to do that today. This is going to be really, really fun. I don't use my gel press as often as I like, but I do enjoy it. I warn you, it's messy. So we're going to use my roller. We're going to use one of these erasable pads, an easy pad to clean. The products that we're using that are in the TLC Designs store today are See You in the Center. This is the frame that we use. And the Land and Seas dye, and this will be the wave. Okay, so I have cut an 8.5 by 11. I'm going to zoom this out just a little to make the screen a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. This 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper has been cut into papers that I can use to color. Yesterday when I made the project, hopefully I'll be able to get this a little bit closer to you all today. Can you see? You won't be able to see too much texture in there, but look, there it is. You can see the white pigment ink of a stencil. You can see where the die cut was, leaving the waves, and then 2 or 3 different layers of color. You can see how it was all layered on there. We're going to show you how to do that today. Here is the stencil. I do not know who the maker of it is, but it looked like waves and it looked really cute, so I figured I'd pick that one. All right, and then here's the gel press that I'm using, 5 by 7. We're going to get into that. It's if you haven't, oh, my screen is completely gone. Sorry.
I need to get the list up to share.
Oh, okay. Maybe this isn't going to work out this way then. I can't really. Anyway. If you haven't used the gel press very often, it doesn't go bad. You clean it up pretty easily. You store it between a few of the plastic sheets, and it's good to go. So we're going to use that. And then I want to talk briefly. I just put these in the store this week. It's called Spring Fun. It's a 6 by 7.5. So this is going to work with your slimline cards. Paper pack, and I thought it was just a lovely little spring collection. We have some petal flowers. Love the ideas of putting silver behind the waves to bring it cut more. Yeah, it kind of lifts it a little bit more too, Vicki. I liked it once I got it done there. Sheila, you have a gel press? Now if I could only find it. Oh, come craft with me. That'd be great. I love Tammy is showing techniques. Last week's inspired my card for the week. I have never used a gel press before either. Ooh, Melanie, get your gel press if you have one. It'd be really fun. So we have some gingham in light pink. We have cute little buttons and circles in pink, brown, and blue. We have a little bit of what I call wheat leaf. Kind of just resembles a wheat. And then we have brown gingham. This one has multiples with some lace and the blues, all the colors. It's more of a geometric straight. And my puppy dog is tick, 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 ticking with her nails on the floor.
I want to share from TLC Designs. I'm not great at sharing. I can't.
I know.
Okay. Sure.
But you can share as Tammy Cunliffe once you get in there. You don't have to do it from TLC Design. There's a drop-down box.
Okay, share as Tammy Louise Cunliffe.
Yes, because I'm in those groups. I'm sorry, ladies. So this is blue on the back and with white, and then I did also do it in pink. And we have the wheat grass in brown, pink, and it's all the same blue. It's all color coordinated. It's perfect sizing, and then you have some polka dots. It's cute for spring. I can see some bunny rabbits bouncing around with all these colors. It's called Spring Fun, and it's currently in the store for sale, so that if anybody's interested. I'm going to make with this too. I think it'll be a little bit closer to Easter before I get a chance to. Thank you, Mandy. I'm glad you like the papers. Are we having trouble with the video? No, Jim, we thought it would be easier if I could see myself in real time instead of the lapsed time that I usually watched it with. So we tried putting the video on my laptop, which you guys can't see, but it's over here. The problem is when he goes in and shares, my screen sees what his screen is doing, and I can no longer watch. So we got a little bit confused, but it's the first time we did it. So we'll have it all figured out. Trust me. Are all the papers just digital? No paper packs sold. Yes, Sheila, this is digital only right now. I'm going to hopefully very soon invest in doing more in real life paper packs, but we need to build a lot more product. I want to do stenciling and some more stamps now that I have a good collection of dies. I want to get that before any of the paper. And if you have a printer, they print very well. This is on 65-pound cardstock, bright white, which is really inexpensive. I think I paid $9.90 for 100 of them. So right now they are, yes, only digital, but soon enough they will be regular. All your papers digital, nice spring. Yes, I think they're very pretty spring pictures too, or papers. I know people use the alcohol refills for backgrounds using Yupo. Yes, I have done that before. If you're interested in the Yupo with the alcohol ink, there is a video on YouTube with that, showing that. And yes, that is what I saw. It looks pretty. Is it the only platform you were on? No, I am on YouTube, and I am in the Facebook creative sharing group at TLC Designs creative sharing group, and also the store page, TLC Designs. So one's a page, one is a group. The page is obviously public, and then YouTube. Oh, you have no computer to print at this time. Well, there's always in the future, but once these get made into actual in real life paper packs, then I will let everybody know. Do you need some help, James?
I can't get the damn thing to share right.
Okay. Then maybe we'll have to do it afterwards. So I'm going to move on. That is the paper pack. So let's do the gel press. Let's get into the fun stuff of the evening. James, can you show me that screen so I can just watch the rest of the video if it can't be shared? I'll have to share it later. Oh, perfect. Okay. So. Okay. So the colors that I used on the first layer, we're going to lay up as much color as we can, but we want to use the light colors first. So I am using Iced Spruce, Peacock Feathers, and Salty Ocean, and these are the Distress Oxides. I don't use them very often, but I do like that you can sprinkle water on them afterward, and it kind of gives you another piece of structure, another piece of texture that you can use. So we'll do the Iced Spruce. We're just going to lay the ink down. Peacock Feathers. Get a little bit of turquoise look.
How long did the Easy Lights last?
I do not know the answer to that question. I have had a card for 3 months and it's still working. I got it out the other day to send it to Aaron Reed for the show, and it was working. So a really long time, I think, as long as you don't hold your finger down on the button. All right, so I have put those 3 colors on, and I'm going to use my roller. And I'm just going to spread the ink.
Is the gel press the one that Sally came up with?
The gel press that I have, it doesn't say, wait, maybe. I'm looking for a name, and it's all in Latin, German, or some other. I do not know. It does not have a woman named Sally's name on it, but this is the gel press that I'm working with. I just want to spread just enough of this ink to get rid of some of the squared off lines, but not all of them. Let me put a little bit more. You can see that the Salty Ocean is dissipating quite a bit. Lost a little bit of my focus. And it's messy, so protect your desk, ladies. And then make sure you have something safe to put this back down on. So we set the first colors up. I'm going to grab one of these sheets. And I'm just going to place it right over the gel press. How is the lighting, ladies? Does it look pretty bright enough that you can see everything, I hope? So we're going to lift this up. Oh, that's so cute. You see all of that detail. Look at all that detail in there. Even the roller where it stopped. You're going to want as much of that as you can get in there. Okay, so that's the first step that I wanted to do. Secondly, I want to, I want to use, and I have a little bowl already cut. So I have some silver, Land and Seas Waves. I have a little bit of the string that I used, and then
Lighting is fine.
Huh?
Lighting is fine.
Oh, nice. We have been working on that pretty diligently, actually, so I'm glad. Now, when I cut this stuff, where did I put my scissors? Here, right here next to me. When I cut these, this Land and Seas die, usually you can put it like on the bottom of your paper and you get a straight edge, but I really don't want a straight edge. So all I did was go in and put a few little curves on the bottom of it. Can you see how it like goes in and out and in and out a little bit? And then I want to lay these down on here. One, and then I don't know if you all have noticed or if you even have the dies yet, but when you cut the die itself, so it was this way basically. When you cut the die and you get that negative, that also creates yet another wave looking, it's just in the opposite direction. So I'm going to use both and kind of maybe put them right close to each other so it doesn't show too much there. And then I want another, see how it cuts? Like if you put it on the edge of the paper, you get a straight edge. But I don't want that. I kind of want this border. Now you can use any border die that you have. It doesn't have to be a wave or anything like that. I just thought, well, TLC has the waves and we might as well use them if I'm doing an ocean card. Now, it isn't going to matter if I put them the waves this way or this way, but it does give you more variety in your card. So some of them I'm going to put one way where they're going to the left, and the other ones I'm going to put that they're going to the right. So I'm going to use those. And then I'm going to use a little bit darker ink. Let's do, not that one. This one is Blueprint Sketch. I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to tap some of the color around the die cuts that it placed on there. I wonder, James, if you take me off of the live stuff, off of this, if it would share easier. And it has anything to do with sharing? No? Okay. So these, all three of these colors that I'm using here are a little bit darker than the originals. And what that's going to do is leave the lighter color where the waves are and only put the darker color in the background. I think I want to kind of add one more down here. Let me grab that off. See how that looks? So cute. We can actually use these later. I don't know if I wanted to do that. Let's see. Let's just spread some of this ink back over there. Now we're going to take the original piece, match it up on the far end. Obviously, my card's not going to be the size, but let's see what we have. Get a nice piece of dark ocean blue on there. And there's your waves. Isn't that fun? So fun. Okay, so I'm going to grab these. Let these dry up a little bit. I'm going to wipe down the gel press with a wipey.
Where do you buy this special mat?
The gel press is, I got mine at scrapbook.com. They're everywhere. However, Hobby Lobby has them. And so does Michael's. Might not be the same brand. But what it does is it grabs the ink and it allows you to impress either stencils or whatever it is that they even have tools that look like pencils that go with these gel presses so that you can go like this inside of the ink and it'll take those lines. You write your name, anything you wanted on there. I'm cleaning the blues off for right now because I want to use a white pigment ink, and I'm going to just really cover with some white pigment the entire gel press. And I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to add more texture and more color. We're going to put the stencil on top. So what comes through on the paper are only the actual stencil lines. we're going to see just how cute this is going to be. Because obviously the stencil is going to take the rest of the white. Push it real good because you want to get all the white pigment ink from within the little swirls, squirrel. That's in the Up movie, right? Where the guy goes squirrel. All right, I'm done joking. Okay, I want to see if you all can see. Look, there it is. Look at how beautiful. It's so cute. Now, if I wanted to go even farther, which I was going to last night, and I don't think I will, just because if it messes it up, I have to start all over again. But if you had another stencil, maybe a rubber stamp. It doesn't have to be stencils. You could actually just do stamping on these as well. And if you put maybe a stamp of dots and you put some silver ink on here, then you would have a sheen of silver on top. It's just one layer on top of another layer on top of another layer. Look at how pretty that looks. So cute. Okay. I'm going to take the stencil off. I'm going to find some place safe to put the stencil because now it's covered in white ink.
Reminds me of shaving cream painting.
Shaving cream painting? Never heard of that. Somebody needs to do a video and teach us what it means to do some shave.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Oh, really? So pigment ink is not going to clean off quite as well, or quite as easily, I should say. It will come off really well, but not quite as easily. Let me see if I can find my specialty cleaner.
Ava Bella made it.
Huh?
Ava Bella. She says, "Yay, found you."
Hey, Ava. Nice to have you with us. I'm glad you found us. I am still here. I'm looking for, and I don't seem to see it. I did some rearranging today, ladies, of this mobile cart that I have in the craft room. And I don't see the cleaner. But there is a specific cleaner just for the gel press. It comes off really easily. It almost looks like Vaseline. And you just apply a tiny little bit. I don't know where I put it now. Isn't that interesting? Oh, no, those aren't it. Here it is. Yes, I found it. It's by Illusions Gel Plate Conditioner. And this is Dina Wakely is who that is. Ranger. So we're just going to use, I found it. Ha, ha. Okay.
We're just going to use, with?
Huh?
We're going to clean it with
a wipey. Just, you're going to see how this, it's like a baby oil kind of thing on the surface. And you can see, if I pull it closer, you'll be able to see it even better. You can see all that white pigment and then that drop of oily stuff that I just put on there. We're just going to go like this.
You know what the cleaner is.
It's this. A gel plate conditioner, acid-free, non-toxic cleaner developed for cleaning and conditioning your gel plates. It's Illusions Gel Plate Conditioner, and it's Dina Wakely's face little logo is on there with Ranger. And they come in these 1 fluid ounce and several different kinds of fluid ounces, I'm sure. So I'm just going to loosen up the pigment ink and wipe.
Dawn says every time she arranges her office, she can't find
this one off.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We are getting a new camera in because I did not know this, but
You're on no.
DSLR cameras, mine at least, I have a Nikon 3800?
3200.
3200. It shuts off every half an hour. So when you're recording, or when you're using it, the power. So that's why it went blank for a second, and he quickly went right to my hands, and then he switched it back on. So we should be good as long as I can get this done in an hour. Anyway, so this is clean. We are going to pop it between these two plates again.
Select your top.
Oh, thank you. I'm an orange girl. Okay. That is done. Now we're to the fun stuff. I'm going to use this. I can never remember what the name of it is, but it is a scrunchie that cleans your stands. And I'm just going to squeeze lightly. Remember, I used Distress ink. And I'm going to maybe sprinkle.
Can you do the same technique with a glass mat?
A glass mat's not going to allow the paint to stick to it. I think the gel press grabs the ink. So I would say no. What you're going to have is a big smeary mess on glass. So I just tapped a little bit of water on here.
That's the neatest background I've ever seen.
Oh, really? Who said that?
Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. I hope that means it's good. So we are going to dry some of these spots up real quick, not spending a lot of time, but just to get them dry because I want to run it through the die cutter, and I'm afraid that sometimes the water spots end up leaking and cracking in the center. And you can always see where they are from the back for sure. There you go. All done. Oh, he went to empty the stew or change or add carrots or something to the stew, and it smells so good, ladies. We'll do the crock pot on Thursday night because I do crafty. So, okay. So we are done with the gel press step of this procedure. Now what we get to do is use, let me grab it. This is, my sheet's moving. I'm going to have to find something that is white and not glass that will stick to the actual table so it doesn't move around so much. Let me see if I can get in this real close. There we go. This is the second largest die in the actual die set called See You in the Center. So the outside cardstock, which I've already cut for everyone to see, I cut it twice. I can tell you why. In 8.5 by 11 sheets of this cardstock, if you score it in half, this die will not fit. The big die does not fit. So what I like to do in order to frame underneath the smaller die is to cut it separately. Okay, so you're going to see we're going to use this die on here, and then we're matting it with one of the white cuts. So what I do is cut the larger die, which looks like this. See? Use that larger die and cut one white. And then I cut a second white, score it in half, and I will show you on the original card. I scored in half like this. And the card opens from here. So it looks like a half a card on the back. And you can see the score line, and then you can't tell that you have the base of the card underneath it.
The dent at the top keeps the glass mat from moving.
Okay. Forgot to cover my white pigment ink back up. So we are using this die set, but this die. And I already have two of the bases cut out of nice cardstock. This, I believe, is 110. Nina, Solar White 110. So I'm going to choose a really good area to, I want the waves, I want the big waves. I want to make sure all of it is blue, so I'm going to stay inside the lines. There. And then where's my, oh, here it is. So it doesn't move. I love this background. It's loads of layers and pretty textures. I'm going to take this and I will disappear for 5 seconds. I wrote it through the Gemini Junior, which is behind me. All I have to do is twist my chair around. Ladies, this studio is a godsend. And voila. I even have enough countertop space, James, to keep the plates for the Gemini right next to the Gemini.
Cool.
I know. I never had that before. It's awesome. Okay, so here's what we have. Look how cute.
You're going to buy more stuff to fill up all this space.
He just gave me permission to buy more stuff. Can you believe that? Okay. So look at how look at the layers, the little twirls and the swirls and the watermarks. They're so cute. I fell in love with this technique. You ladies should try this. It's so easy. And you can't make a mistake with the gel press. It's just impossible. You can add any ink you want. You can actually do acrylic. You could do watercolor. You could do water-based paint. So simple. And just layer it up. Start with your lights. Go to your darkers. Super easy, super fun. Okay. Now is the really fun part. So we have some of these waves that we colored, right? Because of where we put them. Here's one that's super light blue. Here's one that is a little bit darker with some variants. You got a little bit of white in it. I don't know if you can see that. For some reason, it goes out of focus when
Did you invest in the Gemini Pro? No.
I am not going to do any more Gemini purchasing unless it is the big machine.
Is the Pro the big one?
I don't think so. I think the Pro is that little dinky one. I'm not sure. But so this one, again, is the negative wave. So you can use that. I think I have another one. Here's one. I have some left over. This one kind of matches the background too well. But these guys already have silver matched up with them, and they are from my previous card, the one that I pre-shared. So we don't want to cover up too many. That's kind of cute up there, isn't it? So I'm going to pop that. Going to pop that heaven. I'm going to put the stew smells so good.
Mm-hmm. Making me more hungry.
Making you more hungry? I told you to eat something before we started the show. Should have got a snack, right, ladies? Did you get a protein bar or something?
No.
He didn't. Blame anybody but himself. Now this one is already lined with silver, and what I did to do that, I will do one of these for sure just to show you. But I cut a bunch of the silver waves. So if you wanted to grab one, and let's match it up with. Really need one that's backwards because I like this, but here we'll do it with this way because this one's super light. And all I did was use. I think this is from Close to Your Heart. It's a glue pen. A little voice shudders as I do that.
Okay.
Glue. And you just click it down once or twice, and then it's ready to glue. And just pop a little bit of the glue everywhere. So.
Amy's cooking while she's watching.
What are you cooking, Amy?
Blackened tilapia tacos.
Ooh, we love tilapia. We haven't had fish in a while either.
I think I'm making that tomorrow.
Are you?
That's what I was thinking.
Hubby does quite a bit of cooking. There we go. And that's all you need to do. So let me flatten it real quick because a little bit of the residue from the glue is obviously going to get on your hands. But look, isn't that sweet? Get that sheen.
I think I'm trying something Cajun.
Cajun?
Cajun fish.
That's interesting. Okay, we're going to pop that one up too. I really like that one because it's a lighter blue. And what's cool is none of these are going to be the same. These are all going to be different. They're all going to be individual. Pick and choose and work around the lighter waves that you created in your card, your project. And it just adds more even textures and colors and contrast and layers. We love layers, right? Okay. 1, 2. I don't know if the sticky
Vicky says she's for sure going to try the waves.
Oh, good. I do like it. It is not really necessary, but I am a gotta have it girl, Melanie. I'm for sure gonna try it and love the silver. What a great idea. Yeah, I don't think I can show you what kind of silver I have because I put them away. Nope. I put them away in a great big mess. Sorry, I should have kept that out so I could show you exactly what I got. But I went shopping at scrapbook.com and got a bunch of metallic papers. They have a lot. Scrapbook.com. So I'll put that one there. I'm going to put this one so that it doesn't match exactly. I'm going to offset it a little. Let's put it a little lower because I do have some string that I want to put here anyway. It's going to sit like right between these two wedges on this particular die cut. This one is from the other day. I could just put a silver. See, you don't want it to look straight line, but if you just curve it a little. I do like my fussy cutting, so it's not a big deal for me. But I know some of you ladies aren't in for it. I think what I'll do is put a silver up here because it gives a little bit more contrast. So we won't pop that one up. Oops, there we go. I think that's one that the Pop Dots got ruined last night. That's why it's not sticking. It's boiling. Did you start water?
I put it in the pot. So more. Want it to boil.
This layer here. Maybe we offset it and don't put all of it on the paper, which is perfectly fine. Not every single wave starts from the right side of something and goes to the left, right? We got a little bit of diversity with the waves. Maybe we pop one up here. This one's going to have a little bit more decoration, actually, than the previous one. Just going to put it right there. And not every wave is perfectly horizontal either. And this one is not bumped up at all, and it doesn't have any glue. It's only silver. Although I don't like that it's squared here. So So I am going to make it more of a wave. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do some trimming. Go right from the back. Have any questions? Well, Kathy doesn't mind fussy cutting.
I do.
No, you can't mess up, Lisa. Not with this technique. It's almost as if the more messy it gets, the better. It really is.
I'd be perfect for them.
He would be perfect for it. I love seeing how you use the die. I see another inspired card in my future. Oh, awesome. You know, it is an interactive die. I want to show you this. It is one that has a mechanism, but there's no reason you can't use this really curvy, kind of sexy type of frame for any project. I mean, it doesn't have any cutouts. It's got really cute little faux stitching. It's got a lot of uses. And that's, I think, one of the things about TLC Designs products is the diversity, the how it can be used aspect of a product. We really, I really put, I'm going to layer this on here too because nobody says.
They hate fussy cutting.
Yeah, I know. I have quite a few followers actually that don't enjoy fussy cutting, but at TLC Designs, I want you guys to be able to use my dies in 100 different ways. I mean, that's the objective. The goal is to get a lot of use out of something that usually costs a little bit more than the average product. But TLC Designs is a store that's very affordable as well. You know, if you pop in there and check out some of the prices on the dies, even the A2 size dies are extremely well priced. You guys will be very happy with, you know, not having to spend so much cost. It needs to be affordable for everyone, not somebody with very deep pockets. So this is what, in the end,
Shannon Slater says, hey.
Hey, Shannon Slater. Are you at lunch, girly girl? So what I'm going to do, that one's going to be used as the scored card. This is the one that is going to be layered. Isn't that pretty? Yay. Okay. So where's my, I have all these drawers now and they're so handy. I'm not used to them yet. It's a real, this is the smaller of the two. So I'm going to put the glue on it.
Emily loves all the accessories that comes to the TLC die sets.
And the little bits and pieces, that's what she's talking about. Like on the inside of even the apple a day, which is already a super cute shape, right? You get this awesome little apple shaped card project, which is perfect for invitations, super quick invitations.
Kathy Myers loves your dies. She has all of them.
Kathy Myers?
Yes.
She has all of them. That's awesome.
I think we gave half of them to her.
Right? No, that was Amy Dotson Dixon.
For her too, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, she's right. Melanie's right. You can get these awesome little interactive dies and use them, and they're great to work with. But you also get the little flowers, or you'll get a little bug like a bumblebee or a ladybug. I have dragonflies. I have hydrangea flowers. I have apple blossom flowers. I have one of the sets is actually a rectangle garden, and you can get the water fountain with the bird cage and the birds. And then another one of the sets has the Aztec circle die. Aztec Sunshine is what it's called, because you get this really pretty round frame die, and it has super Aztec kind of design pattern around the outside. But on the inside of the die set, you get clouds and a sunshine and birds. So you can make an entire scene with just that one die set.
So they can interchange them too.
Yeah, and like on this card even, I could put one of the sunshines right here from the Aztec Sunshine die set, and it would fit in this project just as easily as any other dies that I have. So that's what the TLC Designs product lines actually have to offer that you don't find everywhere. It's not just an entire set of nested dies that are all the same shape and size. That, you know, a lot of stores are carrying those. Or it's not just a set of bows. You know, I don't want to buy something $15, $18 and I have 6 different sizes of ribbon labels. I want a ribbon label or 2, and then I want a little diversity. Let's stick a bug in there, or let's put a new flower stamp or die in there, and change it up a little. Be a little bit more diverse when it comes to the die set. Add something that someone's going to want to grab every time they create with. So, having said that, let's score the other die cut in half, right? Oops. I don't know where my scoreboard went after this afternoon has gone. So we are going to, I moved some of the desks around so much today. I thought my son was going to have a heart attack. Are you kidding, Mom? You're moving it again? Mom, stop moving. I'm like, Christian is not in the right spot yet. The drawer won't open because the rug's in the way. We're still settling in. Mm-hmm. Oh, hubby found it. Yes, he came right over to my craft room and found it for me. Isn't that awesome? Such a good guy. I still don't have all your products, but I'm working at it. Amy, that's okay. Take your time and stay with us for years and years. I'm good with that. Wait till you guys see these stamps. I know I did like a preview of the stamps last week, but they're so cute. And Erin has them, and she's going to show them off. So that is the entire project, except what I chose to do is as timeless as the Tides sentiment does not come with the Fancy Finns illustration that's in the store. It comes with Seahorse Sam illustration. It's a digital as well. And I printed it out on a white piece of paper, white stock, and then I used the die cut, right? And cut it out and put it across. You know what I mean. And I put it across, but I have to go this way. And you can't really see the die cuts, but I put it across there and then just rounded off the edge.
Lisa says this is the first that I've heard of you.
Oh, I'm glad you joined us, Lisa. I'm Tina Louise. I own and design all of the products except some of the illustrations in the store. But the dies and the papers and the stencils and everything else is going to be designed directly by me. And I'm happy that you joined us. I hope you run over to the store. And if you like YouTube instead of Facebook, I do have a YouTube channel. Join us. We have designers from all around the world that are fantastic. And some of them are on tonight. Melanie and Shanna Slater is with us tonight. And come and see some of the inspiration. Check out the store and let me know if there's any questions that you might have. I'd be happy to get back with you. So what else did I do on this card? Oh, this twine, which I thought was really super cute. It's called Denim Yards, and it's by the Twinery. All I did was wrap this twice. I won't do it again with you all live, but wrapped it around twice. Like so. And it kind of caught that curve, which was really cute. And on this one, I'll show you. I just made a little bow out of it. The sentiment I can add anywhere I want. I can get a stamp from one of the other sets that says something else on this. Tonight was actually more about how to create with that gel press. And like I said, I don't think you can make a mistake with the gel press. It doesn't, nothing you do ends up looking wrong. So also, I don't think I did this. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of this. Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. This is 10 or 15 years old, at least. It's like one of the first things I ever purchased. But just step away, make sure your desk is clean, stamp a little or spray it a little bit. Let me get my gun, heat gun, just to dry off that spritz a little. Let's see if I can get it close enough to the camera so that they can actually see the glimmer all over. And actually, it glimmers the silver also. James, how come it goes out of focus when I get up close? I have to leave the card and move the camera. That's why. I'm learning. But look, it's all glowing, ladies. Look at all that silver on there. Isn't that pretty? From the top all the way to the bottom. Perfect. So let's zoom out a little bit more. And then when I actually Copic colored, you guys, I haven't Copic colored in forever and ever, but I want to show you this guy. Okay. After I printed him on Copic paper, he was black on the edges. I took this pen. It's a jelly roll called Clear Star. And I traced all of the black, including his eyelash and his fin. And then I used, and I don't know where it went. I think I have 10 or 15 other ones of these. I found this teeny tiny, I don't know if you can see it there. Look at how tiny that is. And this comes out white. And I used it to shade some of the areas of the whale.
Highlight
And put the whites on here. And did his fin and right under the eyes. And then I used a white from Blick Arts, Stick Blick Arts, a white pencil over the top of the Copic coloring, and I put a little bit of a pink blush, and he is done. I packed him up, found an appropriate place for him to be sitting in the card, and that was the entire project. How fun is that? And look at how different they are. I mean, you can never get it two that are the same. Let me back up a little bit so y'all can see. Look.
Great detailing.
Huh?
Great detailing.
Thank you. Sparkles sure edit. They do. They make it, it comes to life. It brings them to life. Hi, Steph. I'm glad you could join us. Makes the card pop. Yeah, it does. The whole project just shimmers and shines, and it ends up being really super special. But how easy was the gel press? Melanie, get your gel press out, because it doesn't matter what you do with it. It doesn't mess up. It can't. And in order to give another use out of your dyes, how fun is this? You leave a light color, put the dye on, and add a darker color. And if you use the Distress Oxides, these are something that works with water. So spray it a little bit with some water. Look at the really pretty indent that the watermark makes. Isn't that sweet? So there you have it, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me again. Let's do a prize winner. I'm going to give away the Fancy Finns digital illustration set to number, let's go a little higher than usual. Let's do 28. You have to be present to win. Make sure you've commented so we know you're there. They do give it depth. I actually don't own one. Can you believe that? You don't own what? A gel press? I will add it to my shopping list. Yes, Melanie, get a gel press. Oh my gosh, they're so much fun. And I just found my acrylic ink too, ladies. I might just have to get
Amy Dodson Dixon is 28.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
All right, I'm going to aim. Oh, the camera went off. Can you put it on me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it on me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, we must have went over the hour. That's actually a timer now. I know when there's an hour up because the camera only stays live for half an hour. So Amy Dotson Dixon was number 28. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to give another one away. And it can't be Amy. So if we come up with another number, let's do it fair. We'll do somebody else. Let's do 11 from the bottom now. I'm trying. I'm going to share the wealth, right? Amy, if you can print digital.
Don Wash.
Don
Walsh.
Walsh is the other winner. So that's fantastic. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for always joining in on the lives. It's so much fun to use the products, but to share the products. I think I enjoy that just as much as anything else, really. And I love to get a little inky every once in a while. I think that's part of the creative process, and it gets my motors and my gears turning, and it keeps me inspired to continue to get into the studio and use some products that maybe I haven't used in a really long time. So just to reiterate, on the 14th, you're going to see some advertisements. So you're not in the groups yet. Get in the groups and get reminders. If you're on YouTube, joining in, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. You'll get notifications from James about an hour, maybe 2 hours before each show. So you know when we're on, when we're coming on. The 14th with Erin Reed, Makes, is the actual Facebook page, her store, and the YouTube channel is called Erin Reed Makes as well. On the 14th, we are going to do the Creativation booth sort of thing. She's going to have all the products behind her hanging, and she's going to individually show a lot of the design team work, the actual projects that they have done with the products. And it's going to be a very good opening, I think, to other companies coming in as well and getting involved with collaborations with Erin Reed. So subscribe to her page as well. Keep up with what the other stores are doing and what's going on in the creative world. The more that we stay in tune with what's popular, the better off we are, because then I can create things that are coming into style, like the slimline. I don't have any slimline diets or products other than the design paper right now, but I am creating those. It's going to have a little swing to it. It's going to offer a few things that aren't in the regular slimline frame, so look forward to that. On the 17th is her Wednesday night card baking. She does every single Wednesday, but on the 17th, it's going to be TLC Designs only. And then on the 20th, you're going to meet and greet. You're going to find out more about why I started the company, how I got started, what I used to do versus what I do now, and a little bit of chit-chatting between her and I just to open the conversation up. And her and I are going to use the same free product that's going to be available until the 21st, and we're going to create two totally different projects. I'm going to create one in my style, and she's going to do one in hers. Grab the freebie on the 14th as soon as it becomes available. Create with us on the 20th. Join us on the 20th and sit down and color it yourself and put your own project together, and then come and share in the creative sharing group as well. I love it. So congratulations. We got Dawn Walsh. We got Amy Dotson Dixon getting the digital illustration called Fancy Finns. It has a whole bunch of really cute stuff, like little rock things to swim under, and a bunch of other balloons to hold them up and things like that. And there are other fish, whales, what are they called? Mammals, right? Dolphins are mammals. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think 3 different types of mammals are in the set. So I hope you guys get an opportunity to create with them and then come and share what you do. Maybe even do one of these. That would be fantastic. I always love to inspire. So we will see you again next Thursday. It's going to be very, very fun this coming Sunday. It's the first day on the 14th. So I will put advertisements out. Don't forget to catch up and stay crafty and learn to live creatively. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye.